2020, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what the internet said.
Alright, well, I believe it then.
Because it's all facts.
Oh, yeah. That's
all
why
the time.
All I saw were all those... well, the good news is that every day in April will be 420.
420 do big weed.
Oh, yeah. So, everybody get your people... I want to see people outside burning bushes, literally, and trying to inhale the flames.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, Illinois legalized weed. That was one of the big things that ended the year, started the year off.
Did we finally get one? Like a single state, and outside of like the cities in Washington and California that have it.
Well, yeah. But Illinois, I think, is now that that's gone. Or was it Idaho? I don't know.
Illinois sounds more likely. Like, I have a hard time believing like any of like the non-existent states like Idaho or Wyoming.
Those flyovers.
Yeah. Like the placeholder states, like any of those states would have anything to do with that.
Yeah, all the fucking... If they pulled up all the states, they would be like overshadowed and have question marks where their names would be.
Asterisk.
Some Def Jam Vendetta shit.
Right.
You get Method Man, you get Redman, and then you get Joe.
You get Michael.
Or in, what was his name? In Def Jam. I think it was Def Jam 1. His name was just Money.
Yeah.
It was
you got Money in Def Jam 1 and Pockets in Def Jam. Fight for New York. Where Pockets was that nigga, bro. Like, which Pockets had the heat.
Yeah, so then whenever he used his final move, what did he say? Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
Spoiled meat wrapped up in a giant flaky tortilla.
I hate you so much.
Yeah. All right. So
anyway, Happy New Year to
Yes.
everybody. It's I guess it's basically what season 2 would be for this podcast, because we stopped at 25.
Episode like 32 or something.
No, it was 25.
No.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
No.
You're right. We stopped at episode 4,020,069.
Yeah, that one was a wild one.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy, dude. That was when the aliens came down and
So we had Howard Stern on.
took off their masks and died because our planet is oxidized.
Yeah, Howard Stern.
What was the black lady's name
Which one?
on the Howard Stern show?
Howard and not Wanda. I almost said Wanda Sykes.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking I don't know. I forget her name.
Yeah, because it's been, bruh.
Yeah.
I think I was like legit an edgy teen in high school last time I listened to Howard Stern.
Because like I'll go back and listen to Artie Lang because I love Artie Lang.
Artie Lang's funny as shit.
Yeah, but other than that, but he's not on the show no more, so you have to go and do old clips and all that shit. But I can still listen.
Is he still
to
alive?
Yes,
Okay.
barely. You didn't see the last news report with him? He was in a hotel, and he has this problem with heroin. But somehow he wound up snorting glass. And like most of his nose is like flat. If you look up like the mugshot of him, the most recent one, his nose has gotten flattened because he's done so much drugs and sniffed so much shit. Like there's nothing there. So his nose is like super fucking flat.
That's no good.
Yeah, his nose kind of looks like the what's their name brothers or sisters now. Who directed The Matrix.
Oh, the Wachowskis?
Yeah, that's a callback from a previous episode.
From 30 years ago when we first started this podcast.
Yeah, man. I was knee high to a grasshopper. All right. So, goals. 2020. Aims, goals, things. Man, what are we doing this year?
I've never been like the resolution type, man. Like there's just shit that I want to do and I get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, man.
So I don't like putting a timeline on myself.
Yeah.
Because that just makes you feel bad when you don't accomplish it.
Yeah, the generalized, like the goals for me is just like they're generalized and wide enough that they don't really need a date, but they're also just specific enough that you can work on it every day. Just take an extra day to just make sure you're drinking your water.
Do something.
Yeah, go outside, breathe actual air, not the air that you've been masturbating in for like a week.
The house air.
Oh yeah, you gotta open the window and let that shit circulate. But yeah, I mean, just go outside, take a walk, make sure you walk every day, or do some sort of exercise, gym, get a gym membership, just go do something.
Cause like I think I posted it in one of the. Well, I put it on. I know I put it on Twitter. I think I posted it on one of the other groups I was in. I was just like, I'm gonna make more actual gaming content like I used to when I first started this channel. Like I want to do more for this. Yeah. Like just amp it up, just add shit, man. Like that's really all it is.
I would like to see us get a camera so that we can actually start doing some YouTube things that they just have.
That's attainable. That's an attainable goal.
Yeah.
Like I don't like have like super facetious goals. Like I want to make 100K this year. Like that.
Oh my god. When I see like Instagram folks say that kind of shit on their fucking thing, and like that's why it explains a lot. Really, that's why they try and sell their used panties for like $50. Them fucking nasty soaked ass shit. There's actually some girl that I follow on there who's really cute. She's nice looking, but she's I miss it using coke and all that. So she's clearly got some money. She's a private dancer. But I was going through her little story. Some fucko sent her his credit card information, like the actual credit card, and he was like, "You just go ahead and charge whatever you want, baby." And he even remembered to put the security number on the thing. I was like,
clown.
This is what? Wow.
I wish I would have been there. I would have hit the cleanest lick on this fucking man, bro. Like, I'm finna buy everybody getting a 4K.
Honestly, I want to know if I could screenshot it and just wipe it off and somehow edit, because she did block the credit card number and she blocked his name too. Which I was like, no, you shouldn't have done that.
No, everybody eats.
Oh yeah, no, do it for the culture. Shit, you think you're the only one that needs coke and new shoes?
Right.
I mean,
I like new shoes. I prefer Sprite, but Coke's fun.
Yeah, well, she sure as hell, and the little message I'll never forget it. She said, this is how you get my attention. Because like on her previous like story, she was like, I don't answer DMs unless it has Cash App or something.
I feel like we've talked about that so many times.
We did do a little special.
I feel like
this was but this one was just in particular shocking because that's the first time I've ever seen someone take a picture of their credit card, send it to someone, and be like, just go ham.
Get whatever you want.
Yeah, that man right there needs to. I hope he doesn't breed.
Like I've heard of like financial doms, but like if you doing that shit on IG, bro, like it's a weird flex.
Because she doesn't even post nude content. Cause like I said, she's an actual like she's a little higher level than stripper, but she's not actually like somebody you can hire and just be in your house, that kind of thing. But she does dance at various locales in different states. And so she has work. She's doing work. She can't spell really well. Her punctuation needs work, but fucking, she's nice.
Money, bro. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, dude, as long as you're rich.
I know. I can't believe I wasted so much time actually learning how to read when I was younger.
Man, fuck all that. Like
Post Malone made it.
If I had known I could just like throw on some gray sweatpants, and just hoist them bitches up and take a picture and make like 3K in a day, I would have been done that shit.
Or make some of that new rap kind of shit. Get some face tattoos.
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm more of the producer than the rapper. Like, which is odd because I'm funny as shit. But like, I just
give yourself a big old pat.
Yeah, of course, absolutely, absolutely.
No, we don't sell ourselves short.
But just like it's even like the type of rap or music period that I don't like, I can still respect it as an art because like songwriting is not really, it's not an easy thing to do.
No, songwriting is
at all.
And that's kind of the thing that I was talking with my songwriting partner. That's another thing I want to try and get this music out this year. But I was talking with my songwriting partner because he went through like rehab too, and we were both talking about trying to write songs drunk. And how like you're high and trying to write things, and how that's just like a fucking lie, as anyone high or drunk can attest. Like, words do not fucking form when you're 16 beers in.
Yeah, good.
Binge.
And if they do, you will not be able to make them make sense when you're sober.
Oh, fuck.
Because it's one of those learned state things. Like,
yes.
if you write really good lyrics when you're drunk, you have to perform them when you're drunk. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, that shit just won't make sense.
Oh,
which
yeah.
leads you down to a bad path.
Very bad path. There are those that say that I need to. If I'm not high when I'm performing, I don't feel like myself.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, that's what happened with Alice Cooper back in the day, and Alice Cooper nearly died from it. He was one of those guys who, when he was real deep in his shit, he said that when he wakes up, if he hasn't had a beer by the first hour that he woke up, he was messed up for the rest of the day, and that's what real addiction looks like. So, if you know a friend, go ahead and get them, help. That's another thing I'd like to see more this year.
What, help?
Yeah.
More people helping each other, or
yeah, just
help?
I mean, in general, instead of trying to roast somebody online,
help them out.
Offer a fucking, offer a hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead and direct them to the right people.
Or like, just calling what you see. Like,
Yeah.
not just waiting and dwelling on it and hoping that shit fixes itself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's cut down on the insults now, people. I mean, it's 2020 at this point. We're already fucked, so we may as well go out on a high note.
Right. Because I just salvage what we can.
Yeah, honestly, because it's crazy. I mean, not only when somebody disagrees with someone online, even if they want to try and rebut them, just like in a quick comment, they always have to throw an insult in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's just backhanded help.
It just saddens me.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to do like a, not necessarily a year in review, because that would take for fucking ever, but just like some of the highlights of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly just
any news stories that caught our eye that we still remember. That kind of thing. Or, okay. Well, you wanted to start?
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think of what happened. Like, early in the year, it was really...
Oh, I don't remember shit from earlier.
Yeah, it was really uneventful. Like, a lot of the big shit didn't really happen till, like, fucking summer, man. Like,
yeah.
Fucking Old Town Road came out. That was at the beginning of the year.
Jesus Christ.
That shit was a banger for, like,
Never.
The whole year.
No, it's so.
I'm talking.
Banger is not fucking the word I'd use.
Subjectively.
All right. Well, that's a callback too. You just go to the older episodes. You'll hear my rant on that right now.
Subjectively a banger.
Fucking, we're doing the silent cast today, so I can't get loud. But we'll just say this: that was stupid. Remember, like when people were trying to boycott Wrangler because they signed a deal with them.
Because they signed a deal with them, and like. It's just like hopefully we can leave that shit in 2019, bro. It's just like trying to think that because someone has a certain sexuality that they can't do a certain thing. And it's a lot of things. It's mainly a mindset that comes from like heterosexual men, mainly heterosexual black men, like because they are the white people of black people. But there's this mentality that like, oh, they're gay, therefore everything they do is gay, and anything that they're associated with is gay.
Wait, is he gay?
I can't rock with that. Lil Nas X, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it came out like a couple of months after his album dropped, or maybe weeks after his album.
For the Old Town Road?
No, for the whole album.
No. I mean like the Old Town Road album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
That's why. Well.
Yeah.
The other side was boycotting him because, he doesn't, quote unquote, signify what Wrangler stands for, or whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah. No,
we know what it means. But.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's kind of like when people bitch about like Star Wars. I'm like, Star Wars has been creatively bankrupt for quite a long time, buddy. It lost its way a long time ago. That's why when Lil Nas X signed a fucking deal, I'm like, I don't really care. I mean, fucking, the guy makes the kind of country that's popular today, this bro country shit.
Yep.
Where it's just trucks, God, fried chicken, flag, and blue jeans, in some variation, or dirt road maybe. I mean, he even referenced that in Old Town Road.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, once niggas got off drugs, country kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
Which is, it's good and bad.
Yeah, no.
Is it all bad?
I can live without Brad Paisley. As long as if I can sacrifice Brad Paisley for 10 more years of a working Willie Nelson, I'll do it. Because somehow that man is still surviving.
I honestly think that Willie Nelson might just be immortal.
Him and Keith Richards, yes. Like, Keith is still, not only has he stopped all the heroin and cocaine, but he's still a fucking, like, pack-a-day smoker. It's like every time you see a video of him, he's either got a cigarette in his guitar, or he's got it in his hands, about to put it in his mouth. It's madness. We're doing the wrong drugs.
I think I'm doing the appropriate drugs.
Yeah.
They don't kill me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta, like, Willie, he said that he had to stop smoking because his lungs they're gone. He's been smoking since, what, 60s?
60s or 70s?
Every day.
Does he also smoke cigarettes, though?
No, he does not smoke cigarettes.
It's just weed.
It was just weed.
That nigga smokes a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you have to inhale it, and smoke is still smoke, so there's gonna be residue left behind.
That's fair.
And after, like, 50 years of doing it, like, the big thing was, what everyone was sad about was because, like, he said that he had to stop smoking, and people were like, no, Willie, no. He said, I'm still gonna get high. I'm gonna eat edibles.
Right, I'm just gonna do it another way, man.
Yeah, and no, I still like this shit.
Right, it's a million and one ways to get high without the vapor, man.
Word. Yeah, well, speaking of which, the vaping thing.
Oh my god.
Poor little Timmy, his grace started slipping as soon as he started smoking vape, and now his lungs are that of an old man.
Still just like a mental low point for America, and that's saying a lot.
Oh, we have deeper to go, I think.
Yeah, we do. Like, trust. Like, we absolutely do. But, like, that whole shit of just, like, the collective, like, as opposed to taking your illegal drug charge, is just, you know what, I'm going to advocate for people to stop vaping.
Yeah.
Because in the 30 plus years that people have been doing it with no reported, like, health incidents,
yes,
outside of the shit that normally comes from nicotine, but all of a sudden,
I mean, it's because they always have these little kids that they take a picture of while they're in their little hospital bed, and they go, oh, little Johnny here was an avid student, straight A student. I think the exact wording was, he was a straight A student who was on all the sports teams, or he was class Division 1, whatever the fuck.
All the hype shit.
Yeah, all the all-star shit. And then he started vaping. And he now has the lungs of a 50-year-old man. And you're just like... I think one of the things that we talked about when we originally talked about it was just all the shit that we went through when we were kids. And all the shit that we tried and still made it out as responsible adults. So, I mean, maybe your kid is just stupid.
I was about to say, y'all out here smoking dicks.
Yeah.
I
really
think that shit causes health problems, man.
I swear, it was one of the craziest times, because I was watching it. I always keep seeing it up, and I'm always refreshing. And there's still now, they've banned. Well, first of all, they made the smoking age 21 now, so you can't buy cigarettes.
That's fun.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. I was somebody.
It's crazy. I'm sorry, but like, it's because my friend just had his 20th birthday the other day, and I told him, I was like, you want to know something crazy, bro? Before your birthday, you could buy cigarettes. And now that you're older, you fucking can't.
It's just...
But you know what you can do? You can still go do porn or go to war.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can't smoke, though.
No, you can't smoke a cigarette.
Can't fucking smoke, though,
nope. Can't vape either. They've removed that. Nope. So it's I don't know. America's priorities at this time is just
all over the fucking place.
It's just weird where we put a lot more emphasis in. If we needed something to get done, we just need to get one of those little white boys or white gals that they always show on these commercials and fucking have them in a hospital bed and attach it to whatever.
Right.
We need to have an International Pizza Day. Little Timmy here had straight A's until he didn't have pizza. We need an International Free Pizza Day. Look at him. Do you want him to die?
Yeah.
Do you want him to suffer more?
Yes, absolutely.
Like his parents?
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, you need to give us free pizza. You need to give us free pizza. That's my Ringo Star.
the other thing that I almost forgot until I looked back at our episode list, niggas tried to ban abortion this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was a wild era.
Yeah, they're still trying.
It ain't gonna happen.
They
can keep trying.
At this point, though, it has to be a Supreme Court issue. That's the thing. It's like the local courts have been just overturning it. But what the lawmakers are just doing, they're just saying, okay, we knew you would overturn it. Now we're going to take it up to the Supreme Court where there's a majority conservative thing leaning. So that's where your real, because I mean, RBG, Ruth Bader, she looks like she's like one bad cough away from turning to a pile of dust. So when she goes, you know the next appointee is going to be a pure conservative.
Oh yeah,
and you thought Kavanaugh was a shit show, boy. This next one, I wonder what yearbook they're going to dive into.
All right, they're gonna. I mean, it's either going to be somebody that's like that was around her age, or like one of the McConnell kids.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly believe that before anything else, just to keep, the status quo.
Well, yeah, but that was a thing. But Georgia, luckily, our court still knocked it down. I don't know about Mississippi, and I'm trying to remember where else. I know Alabama. I think their courts may have struck it down as well. So, the incoming Supreme Court thing for abortion should be pretty interesting. Nothing says American justice like a bunch of old white dudes telling you what you can do with your body. So, there's nothing more American than that, ladies.
Yeah.
That's what turns them on, really. That's what makes the panties drop.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
There was
currently going through our scroll list.
Yeah, I was like, there was something like in the summer that I remember talking about. They brought back the argument of violent video games being the reason there are school shooters again.
Oh,
that shit.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing too. School shootings in general this year was nuts.
On the uptake.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like. It was funny, it's like, just as a quick side note, I was on Twitter earlier, and someone uploaded a clip of Static Shock talking about school shootings and bringing guns to school.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, more than 4,000 kids die every year from gun-related homicides or accidents. And I was like, man, 2019 told that year to hold their beer.
Yeah, that's like, hey, I got something for you, bro. Check this out.
It's like, hey, man, I bet. Check it out, right?
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, not even just schools, synagogues. There was a synagogue stabbing just a little while ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like the churches, the Dylan Roofs of the world, all these cats who fucking, and the Keo Annie fire.
Yeah, that shit happened.
That shit happened
that
too.
Was this year. Fuck, that was this year too.
Yeah, man, that was the nuttiest shit. I think that was one of our first episodes.
So I'm salty. Everything gotta go.
Oh yeah, everybody gotta die. Just because, I'm mad.
The chicken sandwich wars. That was also
How
this
could
year.
we forget?
Right. Like, I just being a bad fat black man.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, that's the thing is I still haven't had one.
Well, I mean, hell, now you can get one. The hype's gone.
Oh, have you tried? Have you got one yet?
Yeah, I got one. I got one the first time they brought it back. But
no, I mean like recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I got one. Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Because like I said, like the hype's gone, so you can literally pull up to a Popeyes, get one, and be about your business.
Damn, I think I'm going to Popeyes tomorrow then.
Yeah.
After either that or Saturday. All right, cool.
But like the shit's still fucking good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I mean it looked good, but I mean I was in line for 15 minutes.
Yeah, fuck that.
And the line wasn't moving for a while.
Because we caught it on a good day when they first brought it back. Because I think there was like maybe 3 cars in front of us.
Right.
And then after we pulled out, the line was starting to wrap around the building. So I was like, man, we got here right on time.
See, and that was the thing. Like after about 15 minutes, the lady comes out, the manager. It's like, are y'all here for the chicken sandwich? And all of us said in unison, yeah.
It's
she
gone.
Said, we ain't got nothing.
We got nothing. Get out.
Yeah. She said, but if you want something else, you can stay in line. But we ain't got no more sandwiches.
Yeah, fuck that shit. We gone. We want the sandwich.
Oh, I actually stayed. I said, fuck it. I waited 15 minutes. I may as well get some of this spicy chicken and biscuit and some fries. So
I'm gonna get some, bro.
Yeah. And what's fucked up is like when I pulled up to the checkout the window, I could peek inside and see the lobby, and I think I saw a person crying. And like
it's not that serious.
I couldn't tell if it was one of the workers or one of the people in the thing because everybody in there looked so tired.
Yeah,
like people just waiting to get a sandwich. Tired.
I can only imagine how relieved the workers were when that shit ran out.
I gave the guy at the window my card to pay for my food, and he just had like this blank face. I mean, he just looked not miserable, but not happy. He just looked like this is just I've accepted my fate. You know, this is what it's going to be. People will literally come in here and fight. Somebody got shot over a chicken sandwich at Popeyes. So, you know, all in all, very hype year.
Yeah.
Anything?
Blizzard fucked up.
Oh, what was that?
The Hearthstone thing.
Yeah.
With Blitzchung. Yeah. Like, and it's funny because that kind of like opened people's eyes to a lot of like overseas practices, like with the inclusion of people or different sexualities or the trans community being included for us, but them not having the balls to do it anywhere else.
Right.
And it's one of those things where like as a human I don't agree with it because I'm like, if you're gonna do something one place, you should do it every place.
Yeah.
Like regardless of what the outcome may be. And I understand you got people over there in those offices you have to protect because like shit can get wild over there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I understand.
I mean, this is one of these places that'll kill you for being gay if you're in the wrong spot.
Right, but I'm like, no, these are fake characters.
Yeah.
Like y'all. These are not real people.
Well, but this is, like, I actually was familiar with this circumstance because, first of all, I remember Tom Cruise's Mummy, right?
Oh my god, ew.
And they never showed it in China. Why? Because it said it contained witchcraft. And so they had to change the mummy character to something else. And that's the reason why there was so much exposition. Like, when you're watching the movie, there's so much explaining and shit because, you know, they have to translate it for the foreign markets. And the second one that comes to mind is when I worked at the movie theater, The Meg, with Jason Statham. Yeah, giant shark. And when I went to go watch some of it, I was like, this is a lot of, like, Asian people here in this American movie. Like, there's a lot of Asian people here. Come to find out, it was because this movie was made primarily for the Chinese market. Imagine like a Bollywood film where they put a white guy that we know, or an American star in one of the lead roles, but everyone else is like Bollywood as fuck. And so it was like that. So I was familiar with the practice of trying to manipulate the property in order to fulfill Chinese law.
Yeah, that reverse pandering.
Yeah.
Or inverse pandering.
And really, and with the Hong Kong protests going on like it is, hopefully we'll see some major changes coming up this next year. And hopefully we won't have like a Tiananmen Square or anything like that where somebody has set themselves on fire or shit.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, man, that would be real tragic because then what's the first thing we're going to hear about people going over there saying, we need to stop those guys, so we're going to go at China.
New war.
Yeah, fuck the trade war. We're talking bullet war now.
New war.
So, yeah, that would be a frisky one.
Yeah, dog. I just like that was my whole thing with it. I was like, bro, if you're gonna do it one way, do it that way consistently.
Yes, I agree.
Fucking,
it maddens you because you're just like, people don't want to show. I mean, with the Mummy, it was just real stupid. Because you're just thinking, first of all, this is a bad movie. Secondly, it's like
you went through the extra effort to try and appease this demographic.
And most times it's like, oh man, this is a bad movie, but they at least made money. It didn't make no money.
Didn't make no money, dude. That shit did horribly in the box office.
And it made me appreciate the original Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
I like those movies.
Yeah,
I liked all three of those.
Three, because we had Scorpion King was the second one, or was that the third? No, I think that was the second one.
You talk about the one where it was like The Rock solo, or The Rock where he was.
No, when he was in the Mummy.
That was the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first one was just the Mummy. The second one was I forgot what the subtitle of that one was, and then they made another one in 2008 with Jet Li. I think that's Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
That's right.
Yeah. So like the one that had The Rock in it, or when Emotep came back was the second one.
Yeah. And I was remembering like, oh, you know what? That was when The Rock came back to WWE too. So yeah, that was those were some interesting years. But yeah,
fucking this last two things is just like the outrage about the fucking Pokemon national decks.
Oh god, that was so dumb.
It was dumb as fuck because I knew it wasn't gonna affect anything. But I was like, y'all are just
They're
like
just
weird.
divided.
It's the current social climate where a lot of people engage in things looking for something to not like.
Yes.
And while I'm not I'm not adverse to anybody disliking something or liking something.
Right.
Let that be your feelings after you've at least tried the shit.
The one with the National Pokédex, to me, was always funny because they're introducing a whole new region with a whole new area where you can actually free roam and explore and catch Pokemon. I'm about 78 away from completing my Pokédex. I just caught like 3 before I came over here. And I'm having a ball. It's just like, except for when you're running into a bunch of Durants in the grass.
And I'm like,
trying to find that 1% spawn.
Because I'm like, there are 100 odd new Pokemon designs. These have honestly, like, to me, been some of the best new Pokemon since like Gen 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay. I'm still okay with that because it never impacted me in any type of serious way. Because like almost all the Pokemon that I have on my current team now aren't older Pokemon.
Right.
There are a couple, like, but even then, my thing is when I buy a new Pokemon game, I'm interested to see what's new, not what's been brought back over.
Right.
And like it's just people just want to be on the out group is what it seems like. People want to be on the side that's garnering the most attention, whether that's negative or positive.
Absolutely. That's the reason why a lot of those YouTubers were out there saw all the shit that they were, because
every single one of them has been posting non-stop Pokemon content.
Exactly.
After saying you were not going to buy the game or support the game, you're still out here making damn near daily videos.
And it's like they do that stupid thumbnail face where you have your mouth
the surprise face, the faux surprise face.
Yeah, your mouth open wide enough, you just throw a dick in there. It's like that's kind of stuff that they do. And so when I first played Pokemon, I was like, God damn, this is fun. And I don't even remember all the Gen 1 Pokemon, but when I run into Gen 1 stuff or Gen 2, I go, ooh, cool, there's a fucking Haunter over here. Oh my god, Hitmonlee.
Neat.
Yeah,
that's cool. I remember that. And then I moved the fuck on.
Oh yeah, to try and catch something else. Right. And this was actually just as a quick aside. Inkay has the stupidest fucking requirements to evolve.
Yeah, and the Malamar, that's pretty fucking
I was like, because I was sitting there with my Switch, and I'm like, I have to flip you upside down. I'm not getting off of my couch, motherfucker. So I said, fuck it.
Get you an Alcremie, bro. Like there's like
I have one.
64 variants.
Yeah.
And you all have to do different shit. Like there's the one that I was looking at, the one that's like gray and blue. Mm-hmm. I have to go to an area where it's dark, make it hold one of the blue, but like a sweet berry, I think it's called, and spin counterclockwise for 10 seconds. And that's just to get that form.
Yeah, see, I ain't fuck with all that.
Me either. That's why it's still in the box, pink as shit. So.
Oh yeah. No, I just actually made an Alcremie last night, I think. And when I looked up the method, it was like, oh, well, that's what the spinning move is for.
Yeah.
Because I just discovered that just randomly, and outside of just exploring, I was just like, let me spin the thing, and it's like, oh, she dances.
Because like I was fucking around on stream one day and just moving the circle, like moving the stick in the circle, and they did that shit. I was like, oh, that's cool. didn't know it had anything to do with anything until I read, how do I get these different fucking colors?
Yeah. No, I just have a regular pink and strawberry apple creamy. I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm just trying to fill out a Pokédex, you fucks.
Facts.
I need to go and get somebody to trade for a Ponyta too, so I can get that, because I'm gonna need that in order to complete out the Pokédex.
Yeah, I think I have a Rapidash. I don't have a Ponyta anymore.
Well, I can birth one, right? I mean, if I go and...
Yeah, just make it fucking Ditto.
Oh, yeah, I got the Ditto. I got 2 Dittos, actually, one for each nursing station.
Yeah. But, last thing, I think the last major thing outside of video games that happened was, the whole Lizzo deal.
Oh, yes. I like to buy dresses and then cut out the butt part of it.
You don't like to buy dresses, you like to buy 4X tall tees.
Well, yeah, same. Those are dresses. Oh, I think they like me. Them franchise boys.
Pretty sure they're t-shirts.
No. I know a dress when I see one. That's a dress with some sleeves, pal. And, you know, if you were Fabo, that's what you wore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tatted up.
Fucking, yeah, if you were shaking your Laffy Taffy, you had to wear a dress.
If you were seeing spaceships on Bankhead, you had your all-white dress.
Yeah.
With some Gerbo jeans.
Ooh. Boy, what a time. Fucking, you remember there was the phase where people used paint on their plain white tees and made those different designs and shit, and then you would do it on your fucking sunglasses.
I don't want to talk about 2006 anymore. I really don't.
Boy, those are
such troubled times,
those are
man.
some lean years.
Like, just looking back, like fashion in general, from like 2000 probably all the way up until 2008 was just lawless. It's a lawless wasteland. Just think of Marquise Houston out there in a clear suit.
Yeah.
In a Ziploc suit.
Yeah, man. People talk about the 90s like they were this fucking wild, but no. The 2000s?
2000s, nigga. Look up any picture of any celebrity from the 2000s, like any award show.
Yeah.
And shit was just wild. Like, Justin Timberlake in a denim 3-piece with like, how many fucking dog tags did he have? Like 4 or 6 dog tags?
Yes.
With the frosted tips, the ramen noodle hair?
Yes.
When he had that shit still?
Boy, that was something special.
That shit hit different.
Fucking, yeah. No, yeah. Fucking, that was before Pharrell Williams really got all pop star and was wearing that queer ass hat that he's wearing now.
The fucking Dudley Do-Right hat.
Yeah, the fucking Rocky Bullwinkle looking ass.
Funny thing is, I don't think he's worn that in like a video in a minute.
Yeah.
Since like 2014 or something.
I think he's done with it. I think he's fucking like, you know, that hat looks like a penis and it makes me look like a penis. So I'm not gonna wear this penis hat anymore. Thank you very much. And then he wrote Happy and we all died.
Yeah.
Because that song got played ad nauseum.
Into the void.
Yes.
Like, and the funny thing is, like, I liked the song, like, because I first heard it on Spotify back when I was still using Spotify.
Right.
And I was like, this is a very fun, positive song.
God.
And then, again, going back to one of the poorest eras of my life, I had the radio because I didn't have a Bluetooth radio in my car at the time. And I was just like, okay, cool. Well, it's on Foxy 105. I'm going to change that shit.
103.7.
It's starting here, too. Okay, cool. Well, let me just go to 101.3. They just played it. Okay, all right, bro. Same thing with Blurred Lines. I'm like, oh, my fucking God.
Oh, God.
Like, okay, y'all, I get y'all have to do a top 40, but really that shit feels like a top 10.
Yeah.
Like, because y'all play the same, like y'all run 10 songs with ads in between them and then mix the order in which you play them, and I'm just like, I can't.
No, I mean that's why Sirius is so good, or the digital radio.
Yeah, like Sirius. I got Google Play Music.
Yes.
I still have I have Spotify free now, but like Google Play is where that's my shit.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Google.
Yeah. But no, there's I don't know. I didn't really like the song Happy. I don't like positivity.
I was about to say that you have a very nihilistic worldview, man.
I mean, it's just a very annoying song.
It's not meant to
It's
be
fucking.
like.
It's annoying. Like the song's fucking. I was annoyed with it, by the way, before it got ran to the ground.
It's meant to be catchy, bro. Like
it's stupid. Like
I guess.
First off, the fucking melody is like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I hate that
That's
sound.
fun.
No, it ain't no fun.
That's
it's
fun.
boring.
I had fun with it.
Oh, I'm sure you did because you're a crazy person.
I did.
But I'm fucking
I
like.
had fun.
I mean, it's just the lyrics were so fucking
Catchy. So
They're just so fucking. It's like
because it's a song that's sung in thirds. It's supposed to be like easy to remember, and like, of course, the hook's repetitive. Nigga, the song's named Happy. I don't know like what type of lyrical prowess or you were expecting from a song called Happy.
You can have simplistic lyrics and a positive sounding vibe with your instrumentation without it being annoying. Like I frequently cite the Beatles.
Song's 2013. 2013 is a different musical audience.
Huh?
Song came out in 2013. It's a different musical audience.
It sounds
I agree.
Like it just
I agree
came
with
out.
you. I agree with your statement, like 100%. But like, different musical audience. They not gonna sit there and listen and analyze that shit the way that we would. They absolutely are not.
No,
gonna do that shit.
it's perfectly made for simpletons. Let's say it that
That's
way.
fair.
It's perfectly made for simpletons.
That's fair.
It's something that you just listen to and you turn on. Oh, listen to this positive message.
Because like that was the target demographic. It's like I'm gonna make something that's real catchy that you can kind of put on in the background, or if you have like a get together, you can throw that shit on and everybody recognizes it. It's basically like a lesser equivalent of I don't want to call it the Electric Slide because it's not a dance song, but like it's basically the equivalent in popularity.
Mambo number 5.
Yeah. That type, it's basically in that same vein of song. It's something that everybody knows and that everybody's willing to tolerate, no matter if you like the genre of music or not.
I think that's where it is, but that's that's the reason why I don't like it. I don't want to sound like a snob or whatever.
Such an elitist.
Yeah, well, fuck it. I listen to the Rolling Stones.
Oh man,
I listen to the Beatles.
So diverse.
What I'm saying is that you can do simple and yet still have some depth there to kind of challenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Like I said, I do not disagree with the statement you made at all. But like you don't have to. But like you kind of have to understand that like with those songs, even songs from other groups like the Gap Band or fucking even Prince and Michael Jackson, dude, like just popular ass artists. Those songs were made for their era. Just like Happy was made for that era.
Well, this era stinks.
I guess.
Happy's fucking...
Sound like a fucking old man.
Dude. I felt like 3 gray hairs.
You sound like such an old man.
I don't fucking... If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die just saying what I want.
You sound like Ben Shapiro's dad.
Oh, no. God, no. Take that back, bitch. Fuck you. No.
My music theorist father.
No. I played violin. I went to Harvard. So
cool.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about here. Climate change. That's why they call it climate change now instead of global warming. And don't you think that if, let's say that everything in global warming is real. Let's just say everything is real. Okay. Do you think that people wouldn't just sell their houses that go underwater?
That impression is scarily accurate.
Well, that's actually a quote.
I know that's a quote, but like your delivery is like...
I appreciate that. Perhaps I am a conservative Jew on the inside.
Oh my God, no, please.
Yeah.
You can be a Jew, but don't do that.
Well, they care about facts over feelings until you tell
them facts that divert from their fucking feelings.
Until they tell more than 2 genders, all of a sudden facts
hold on now. That goes against my worldview.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. SJW virus infected.
Gaming.
Oh yeah.
There were games last year that were fun.
DMC5.
Amazing.
Stands out to me.
RE2, amazing. Sekiro, amazing.
Yep.
Jedi Fallen Order, amazing.
Tekken 7 still kicking.
Season 3, amazing. Like it is. Can we just like gush over Tekken 7 for like just a minute, man?
Yes.
Like
I'm always down for that.
There honestly hasn't been, in my humble opinion, a fighting game for this new generation of consoles that has outdone Tekken 7.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Like, and the crazy thing is, most of them are storied franchises. Like, cause Marvel was in good regards up until Infinite.
Yes.
Like, say what you will about
Ultimate
3 and Vanilla 3, that whole business practice that Capcom created, but like Marvel 3 is still a good game. Like, I can still pick that shit up and have a shit ton of fun.
Oh yeah.
Everything works.
Everything
works in
everything
Marvel.
does function.
Right.
Like, there are people who have made mods of the PC version to be a little more balanced and add a few moves, but other than that, it's a good scene.
Yep.
But Street Fighter 5, it's like,
y'all,
they need a Harada there. And that's another thing. We need to give a hand to Harada for being like, because quality starts at the top.
Right, the GOAT director.
Yes.
Like, leading by example.
Yes, and
everybody on his team absolutely, like, they're willing to put forth the effort because they see that he's willing to put forth the effort.
Right.
Because, like, that man's been there. Like, when he took over in Tekken 3, hey, we don't have voices for these characters. Cool, I'll voice them. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the type of shit. Same thing with Iwata.
Yes.
Like, back before he ripped Iwata, first of all. But, like, back when Gold and Silver were being developed, that nigga was like, you know what? We need something extra. I'll just code the entire fucking Kanto region into this fucking game.
Yeah.
But me and my team of like 10 folks.
Yeah. We're gonna do it and fucking get the product out on time.
Right. And it's just it's dedication, man. Like, Street Fighter 5, there are gonna be people, some of y'all that are listening, that will like defend that game to their dying breath. I can't, because the shit was rushed. It was rushed because Capcom's vision at that time was like strictly, let's get it to the crowd that will give us the most money for it.
Yeah.
That's why when the game dropped, it was bare bones. Like, you had story mode, which was basically like 5 fights.
Yes.
And online. That was the only thing.
Yeah.
Tekken has...
That's exactly how they sold it.
Yeah. And like Tekken, you have like the full-fledged story mode, then there's character-specific story mode, there's treasure battle, there's Tekken Bowl.
Yep.
Like, even in the training mode, now they have frame data in the training mode, but I'm like...
They also have punish now.
Punish guides for like the good moves. So like there was some stuff that Tekken had to add, but out of the gate, you got more
from a solid game.
You had more from every fighting game that released in this console generation from every other company except Capcom.
And I mean, a big advantage was the fact that they came out with Tekken 7 in the arcades, and then it was Dark Resurrection. Yeah. So they were constantly working on it before the console release. And then once the console release came, it just, I mean, it still blows me away.
Right.
Yeah. How the game looks, how it plays, like, and I don't know, man. Like, you gotta have somebody other than Yoshinori Ono running your franchise, because every time he releases a game, there's going to be certain things that you're going to see that aren't gaming related, as far as like different things. Like, you're going to get costumes, but they're going to be very high. They were touting Street Fighter 5, I remember, saying that you can use your battle points to buy costumes. You don't even have to spend money. And then people did the calculation for how much you have to do.
You get battle points at such a fucking slow rate.
Exactly, and that's the reason why people were like, you're going to need like at least 3 months before you can actually buy just one costume.
Yeah.
So it's like...
For one fucking character.
Yeah, for one character. And it was like, what the fuck is... Do you guys think we're stupid or something?
And I'm like, Street Fighter, if there is to be a Street Fighter 6, that's just going to have to like... I'm talking like Street Fighter is going to have to make me not want to play any other fighting game for me to get back into it. Because like, I was absolutely in love with the Alpha series and Street Fighter 3.
Absolutely.
Specifically Third Strike, because I mean, after fucking Second Impact and New Challengers, I mean, what the fuck, nobody goes back and plays those anymore because Third Strike's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I was never a big fan of 4, and like, for the casual fighting game audience, that was the game that revitalized the fighting game genre, even though all the other franchises were still putting out heat.
Yeah.
Consistently in Street Fighter's absence.
Well, it's funny about marketing. You tell people what they want to hear, they'll repeat it for you.
Yeah.
If you do it the right way.
Yeah.
And, Capcom has a slew of people willing to just turn off their criticism glasses because they play tourneys, and a lot of them get paid to pay attorneys because they're sponsored.
Yep.
And Capcom World Tour, they were willing to put in a lot of money for prize money. But Dragon Ball FighterZ did too, and it turned out pretty well. Even though Dragon Ball FighterZ, really the scene is on its way to death, I think, in a way of like hype and like the audience caring. I don't think people care about FighterZ as much as they used to.
Oh no, absolutely not. Because like now it's basically like found its place, and like there's not, just from what I've seen, like there's not a lot of new talent that's stepping up and like creating their own story. Like the same, it's basically becoming what Melee was. It's like, well, we tune in and go to tournaments to watch the same 16 niggas fight through the finals.
Right.
And not taking away anything from Fighters, because it's an amazing game and it did great things for the anime genre. But it's like if I see certain names, I know how the grand final's gonna look.
Right.
Like that's just how it is.
Yeah,
like
there's no way that you're gonna get a what's his name from Pakistan.
Yeah, like you're not gonna get Arslan Ash.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get Lil Majin that just come up out of nowhere and like take down the quote unquote gods of this game.
Like when that panda went through.
Yeah.
The fucking whole top 8.
What is his name? I forgot his name.
Yeah, me too.
But that Rang, I think. Is that his name? Rang something. Rang.
I don't know.
Rang.
Bring out my Google machine.
I'm gonna say Rang. It's something with a G and an R in it. But I think, like when Rang showed up with a character that's like been bottom tier since its introduction and was just taking out folks like Kudons and Knee and John Ding. Like that was interesting. That's hype, man. Like you see other people coming up and at least challenging the top players in the game. Rangchu, there it is.
Yeah.
Like that's that, and like actual support for your games what keeps it alive.
Yes.
Because like Tekken has probably the best battle pass out of any fighting game out there right now. Because like we get at least 4 characters, some stages, some music, a gang of customization items. This time we got everybody gets at least one new move. You get a whole new way of training, a bunch more customization items.
Leroy.
Five new characters, I think, are in this pass.
Leroy, Julia,
Ganryu, Zafina. Fuck your mom.
Yeah.
Fuck your mom's coming out. Well, this year. I was going to say next year. It's this year now.
Oh no, it's this year now.
Yeah, but it's just there's a bunch of shit that you get with that season pass. And a lot of people like were hating it when it first came out because they were like, oh, they're doing what Capcom did and cutting characters out to sell them back to us. I was like, bro, you gotta understand, like, just from the interviews and like what they said they went through with the dev process.
Right.
The characters, the returning classic characters from seasons 1 and 2 were never intended to be in the game. It's just the first season pass did so well that they were like, well, okay, cool, fuck it, let's update some of the characters that we didn't put in and put them back. It's not like they said, hey, let's take these out, hold them off, and then sell them back to them later.
Yeah,
they were never going to come back.
No, they're not Capcom. They're not Capcom.
Yeah.
They won't go that far. But no, it's Tekken 7 was just, or is just, I guess I should say, because it's still alive and well, still one of the best games to watch, even if you're not actually competing.
Yeah.
It's still one of the best games to watch on stream. So yeah, Tekken 7.
Go.
Yeah.
Go get, like, if I had to pick fighting game of the decade, it would definitely be Tekken 7.
Tekken 7. If you were a game journalist, you'd probably say Fighters, but...
Yeah, you'd probably say something like Fighters or fucking...
I would say Street Fighter 5, I think.
KI.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
I completely forget about Killer Instinct until I watch, like, one of Max Millions videos and he says something about it. Like,
yeah, that's what you forget. I mean, it's like $7.99 on Steam, I think, right now.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, it's seen better days, but I do like Killer Instinct. Just on a little side note, it's a pretty simple. I like the rock paper scissors aspect, being so blatant about it.
Yeah.
Because all fighting games are basically like this move beats this.
It's something
and,
like that's like the core of fighting games.
Yeah, and they just basically make it like just so out front with how the combo breakers and things of that nature. So it's a very set up and predictable read game.
Yeah,
I think.
And like there's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot about like the current state of fighting games. Just Soul Calibur's really good, but like them allowing custom characters that basically have changed stats kills the online for me.
Right.
Maybe not for anybody else, but I'm like I want to play against like the actual character because like, it's basically a different fucking character.
Yeah.
That's in a ranked mode, and I'm like I can't learn the matchup because the shit that happens against the customs isn't what happens against the character.
Exactly. And then it's like you have those custom characters that you will just drop out of juggles.
Yeah.
Just like out of nowhere. It's just like, oh, well, this would usually work on any of the actual characters.
Now I have to alter it because your height is different.
Yes.
MVCI was MVCI. We're not going to talk about like the death of Marvel.
Yeah, no. That's a stream for another day. On a Capcom bashing stream.
Yeah. Street Fighter 5, I honestly haven't cared about Street Fighter since 4 because I didn't like 4. I was like part of like apparently the handful of people that never liked Street Fighter 4.
No, you were right there with me because I didn't like how they formatted and made the gameplay. You know what I mean? Like people say that Third Strike was slow. No.
Third Strike was
no.
You smoking crack.
Yeah, no. Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4 is slow. It's because they
slow.
basically tried to remake Street Fighter 2 but in 3D. Like you jump like you're on the fucking moon. And everything. It was basically the Vortex game. It was 50-50. It's like, hey, you got thrown? Okay, cool, 50-50.
Yep.
That was pretty much like the meta for the most part.
Yeah, and broken characters happen, right? Or like characters that are just OP.
Yeah, I mean, that happens in every game.
Anything. Maybe it's just because of my age, but I hadn't seen anything like Vanilla, like Rufus.
Oh my god.
Vanilla Rufus was such a like.
That thing was OD.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. Like the stuff that he could do, and
character was so overcooked. Bro.
It just seemed like that fucking. It just seemed like their design team over there just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, like that was fucking oh no, man. Like.
Yeah, it was very honest.
That was all I know, dude. Like, so I'm just like, I had really high hopes. I tried to like the game. I didn't like it.
Now, when I sat down to try and practice, and I realized it was 2 hours of frustration when I was in the training room, I was like, no, fuck this. Because, I don't know about you, but I thought FADC was stupid. It was just too much, like, fucking add on. I'm personally more of the mindset of, like, KOF 13. Where you just input the next move and you have the meter.
Yeah, you just do the max mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, man, fucking KOF. Which one was it? 13? 14 is the most recent one, but fuck that. KOF 13, that is like the GOAT 2D game to me.
Yeah.
The fucking GOAT. Like that shit still looks amazing, and it's almost 10 years old.
It won't stop because like that's what happens when you have like graphics that are meant to be like unique and good. Like Arc Systems, Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
That shit still kicks ass.
Still, like, I mean, it, comparatively speaking, yes, it looks good, but Fighters just took that shit and turned it to 30.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it still looks great and the graphics hold up. Dragon Ball Fighters took it and moved it forward.
Yeah.
And now with this new Guilty Gear, if you're looking at any of the trailers and stuff,
it looks like they took the Fighters engine and just built off of that.
And same with Grand Blue versus.
Yeah.
That was the same thing.
Yep.
So, like, they've set a new standard as far as, like...
animation goes.
Yeah.
Animation is just visual fidelity.
I will still be a sprite guy, but that's part of what makes the Guilty Gear version better because they articulate their 3D models to be like 2D sprites.
They draw over them with pixels. Like, they make a 3D model and just render over it with pixels. And they also, like, for the supers and shit, like, they animate in 2s. So that's why that shit looks really fucking smooth.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's just it was it was honestly a rough console generation for fighting games. Even though there were a bunch of them out there, like it was fucking rough.
Yeah, well, hopefully 2020 will be better.
I assume it will, man.
We got Guilty Gear and
you got Guilty
versus.
You got Guilty Gear, Grand Blue, another KOF. The dude that made I can't for the life of me think of the name of that fucking game. Like the dude that made or is making My Hero 1's Justice 2 is actually going over to, and his words, not mine, going over to another team to help them out with a franchise that has a big following. They won't say what it is, but Namco just recently, like, they renewed a bunch of their licenses with Shonen Jump and the other manga producers.
Yeah.
And like the first thing that was on the list of renewals was JoJo's. Ooh. So like, if I see that trailer at Evo or fucking what do you call it, E3? E3, yeah, E3 or Gamescom. Yeah. Gamescom. Does Gamescom happen before E3 or after?
I think it happens after. You said E3, right?
Yeah, because E3. Well, hell, E3 last year was July. Yeah, so I think Gamescom's in September. So yeah, that shit happens afterwards. Like, I'm right there with you, bro. Like, if we can get I don't want the exact same game as Fighters, but like if we could get the Fighters treatment for fucking JoJo's.
Oh yeah, like I said, if they make a modern day version of Battle for the Future.
Heritage for the
Future, excuse me.
Yeah.
If they make a modern day equivalent where they add in the different meters and add in some of the mechanics from All-Star Battle. Yeah. If they do anything even remotely close to that with the modern animation that they have, oh fuck you.
Because
game over.
Like people have been just clamoring for that shit, and I know, like, just based off of what I've seen, me and like 3 other people have just been at the forefront, bro. Anytime Namco announces something, I'm like, hey, where it's at?
Yeah.
where the fuck is it at? Mm-hmm. And it would just be like, that would be the thing. Now that like JoJo's has a much bigger Western audience and people are starting to kind of got a feel for the franchise.
Yeah.
Now would be the time to like mash the gas.
Oh yeah.
Because nobody's gonna play fucking, what is that shit? Last Stand.
Oh, the
Battle
sequel?
Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh no, the new one.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna play.
Nobody's gonna play that shit.
And that's what really bothers me and worries me, is because maybe they'll think, because sometimes these developers take their non-sales too seriously, and so like you'll get a game that they make that no one wants, and they'll be like, oh, people aren't interested in this franchise anymore, when it's like, no, you just made a stupid game.
Right.
Like, I don't want to play that. I want to play a All-Star Battle 2 where, you know, you change things up, maybe add in tag team there, and you can do tag team mechanics. Like, that would be fucking amazing if they do a 2v2 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video game.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Or even an RPG. Like, cause they had one, like a Streets of Rage type game for mobile, but it was Japan exclusive. But hell, I'd play that shit.
Oh yeah.
I really just want, like, I want a major production fighting game.
Basically, using the JoJo's thing. Yeah.
Like, basically what you did for Fighters, do for JoJo's.
Yeah, I'm down whenever they're ready, because I'll have my wallet ready.
Day one.
Yeah.
I want whatever the most expensive version of that fucking game is.
I want a statue of Joestar.
I
and all that.
Want that shit. Joestar ain't even my favorite JoJo, and I will put that shit right there on that fucking mantle.
Yeah, no,
right there on that shit.
It would be worth it, because like I bought the most expensive version of God of War 4 to get that statue. That statue is still sitting out there. I did the same with Sonic Mania.
Yep, I was about to say, I bought the collector's edition from Sonic Mania. I still got the box.
I do too.
I still got the fucking box.
Because when I move, I gotta put it in and take care of it, because I like that when you flick it on, it goes Sega. So,
yeah.
I mean,
man.
It still kicks ass, but
like I will put all the money to Namco, please. Like, for everybody that's listening, if you got a plug at Namco, tell them we want it, we need it.
Tell them JoJo sent you.
I'll buy 100 copies.
Yeah.
And give them out to my followers on here and Twitch.
Yeah.
Like, y'all gonna play this game with me. We all gonna get good.
All right.
That was it. That's fun. It was a fun year. 2019 was a wild ride.
Let's make 2020 even wilder one.
Even fucking crazier.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Same
black
time. Same black place channel.
What?
Place.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah,
so,
your house.
Yeah. Say channel too, because I mean.
Yeah. Go ahead and stop. I'm tired.
Love over,